Welcome, beautiful one, to the Remarkable Souls podcast. I'm your host, Ann Ribley, here to share with you insights, inspiration, and interviews on what it means to become a remarkable soul. This week's Monday mantra: let the miracle arrive. Every week I take so much thought and effort to really bring to you some form of original mantra that is from my heart to yours. Either something that has helped me, something I'm using personally, or some form of mantra that has helped others. And I've heard through the years so many times that different mantras have carried some of you through difficult times, hard times, inspiring times. And this mantra is personal to me, and I'm sharing it because if it's alive for me, then I know it will be alive for some of you here that are listening to these words. Let the miracle arrive. I found myself repeating it again and again and again. Let the miracle arrive. Then I was like, okay, if this feels so alive for me, how can I have this be the Monday mantra? Is the mantra, I'm letting the miracle arrive? How is this shaping? And I'm like, no, it's let the miracle arrive. It's a declaration with life. It's a surrender. It's an allowing. The same way that the transformative mantra, and this is what came to me of why I felt so willing to share the mantra, because when I was in a time where I didn't know the answer, I was going through my divorce, I had two small sons, two young children, and I was alone on every capacity, living in a small town in California, and I had been married for 18 years at that point. I didn't even know how to date. And whenever my mind would go to this unknown place where it felt so big and overwhelming to me, the mantra came, love will come to my home. And I would repeat it again and again whenever my mind would whirl with trying to figure out or wanting answers to what the future would hold. I would just repeat, love will come to my home. And I did it again and again and again every time I went to that place. And sure enough, 3 years later, love came to my home in an unexpected way with my beloved partner, Jack. And we just celebrated 12 years together. And I always say it began with the mantra that was specific and held power for me at that time. And that's what I feel about this mantra this week. These were the words that were shared with me by Becky, the happiness coach, who's the author of The Happiness Recipe. And I was sharing about something that was important to my heart and my reasons why maybe now wasn't the time, or, all these things that could get in the way of just allowing, just surrendering. And she said these words: what if you just let the miracle arrive? What if you did this certain action and then you let the miracle arrive? It was like a truth bomb. Let the miracle arrive. Immediately when she said those words, I wrote them down in my journal with precious gems and treasures of what I want as a keepsake. Let the miracle arrive. And here I am repeating it, let the miracle arrive. And the bigness of that phrase and that power mantra is what I'm calling it. As I was thinking of a family member right now who's 6 days away from her due date to give birth, and how important when you're at that time, as we're calling the prepping, the answers, the unknowns, the concerns that are all driving a certain season that we tango with when we're birthing something new to be born. And ultimately, life is asking for us to give a bigger surrender so that that new can be born. And I was thinking of this mantra for her, that as she waits, preps, tries to figure out how things are going to unfold, she's got certain dream birth aspirations of how she wants her birth to go, and this idea of let the miracle arrive, and how powerful it was for her to be in that place. These words, these mantras, I'm so grateful for Becky saying this. And it made me really reflect on how we all are in different seasons. And that's one reason why I absolutely love her book, The Happiness Recipe, because it's all about getting into that aligned action that matches your season, whatever that season is. So what season are you in? What's ready to be born for you? And surrendering to that place to let the miracle arrive, the one that is perfect and right for you. And then as she said these words, a beloved friend also contributed, how can you let the miracle arrive with ease and grace? I thought that was such a great power question. How can I let the miracle arrive with ease and grace? So much depth for these high caliber women sharing their wisdom, helping us all uplift. This mantra also made me think about how Michael Singer, who wrote The Untethered Soul, he also wrote a book called The Surrender Experiment. And he talks a lot about it if you've watched any podcast or videos or any conversations he's had with many greats, including Oprah. And so he refers back to the surrender experiment a lot as in one of his books, when it's just yielding to this place for the miracle to arrive, to allow that, to surrender to that, to be in that place, being carried by life, being held by life, and allowing it to unfold like a guiding north star in the direction that already has gifts to unfold for you. So when you find yourself questioning, wondering, wanting to know how, when, the way, repeat, let the miracle arrive. Everything is unfolding with its own beautiful season. Let the miracle arrive. This, my beautiful one, is what I bring someone into doing for 21 days in the 21-day miracle stream. What's great about the 21-day miracle stream is once you own it and have it, it's something that's available for you to go back through and do the 21 days again a few different times out of the year. I know for myself personally, I've been through it 3 times. I pick what's like a special time and I get myself inside that miracle stream. I have a lot of things that I'm launching right now that are really important and close to my heart. The book proposal that's getting done, looking for my soulmate agent, and my dream house publisher. And if you are listening to this and you know a great literary agent who would resonate with the inspiring words and messages that I have, please send them my way. I don't have all the answers to how things are going to unfold in certain directions in my life, but I'm going to be in the place and hold with loving care the space to let the miracle arrive. And wherever this is appropriate for you, wherever this is particular and specific for whatever season that's ready to be born for you, use this mantra as a mighty anchor. 4 power words. Let the miracle arrive. You, my beautiful one, matter. What's in your heart and in your dreams matter. And may the miracles that you need show up and support you. Namaste, my beautiful one. Namaste.